Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to get back to this game. It's been a little while, and I stepped away from it because I was focused on RuneScape at that moment. And but I really enjoyed this game. So I'm going to start over so that we're all on the same page, because I don't remember kind of where I was in terms of progress. But I know how to progress, at least a little bit. All right, so blueprints. Let's check it out once again. I've got my notepad and everything. It's gonna be great.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
What an opening. That's so amazing. Yeah, so a couple interesting things I noticed in that cutscene. So he said that I think it was his daughter, Mary Matthew? No, it would be his niece, Mary Matthew. But in the picture it said Mary Bull. Maybe that's her like maiden name. We'll have to figure out more about that. I am going to go outside. Our first step. And that's locked. I've opened it before. I know how to open it. But like, what an opening. Where he just like reads his will. And it's just like ominous. I know there's a lot of secrets out here. But I just want to get myself refamiliarized with it. So there's a door out here. It's covered up by boards. There's also some pipes to run the there's some stuff over there as well. Pipes to run the torches. And I think this area, like, you just can't progress until you get the lights on or something. There are some torches here. But I can't see enough to go anywhere. What happens if I change the brightness to like the maximum? Yeah, I still can't see anything. That would be too easy, right? Okay. Haha! I'm excited to get into this again. The directory of rooms. Oh, we do have a run faster. Okay. I couldn't remember if there was a way to run faster. It's a bit of a weird button, though. Can I change the controls? Stroll, soft toggle, or hold? Yeah, we'll just... Okay, soft toggle is just kind of tap it. Don't press it, but tap it. There's another door out here. It's nothing to interact with, though. This is my campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great-uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu. This can be accessed after picking up the blueprint in the entrance hall. And up here is the orchard. It's a 4-digit code. I know how to get this code. 4-digit code. Just writing it down. For completeness sake. And then over here, there's a big door. That's to the Gem Cavern, I believe it's called. It's another tree that's been knocked down. It's kind of interesting. Because there's trees everywhere. Why knock down that particular one? This one has the code on it. Or it has a clue to the code, at least. Okay, I think that's all we can do outside for now. Okay. Rank 1 entrance hall. I guess you can level up your entrance hall. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond a particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Hey, Anne. Good to see you today. How are you? Thanks for saying hi. Here's the blueprint. Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. Okay. The first room. Past the steps and beyond the grand doors, admission to Mount Holly is granted by way of a dark and garish lobby, suitably called the entrance hall. From here, each guest's adventure begins. However, the 3 doors that proceed onward do not always lead to the same adjoining rooms. Yeah, I hope that, I heard that there were floods in Texas. I hope you're okay and your family is okay. What does this say? Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 step. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. All right. On the wall, you've got an ace of spades, a queen of diamonds. I don't know if these are important. Ace of spades and queen of diamonds. But they might be. I'm gonna write those down. Entrance hall. Ace of spades, queen of diamonds. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm good, and my family's also great. Thank you for your kind-heartedness. Yeah, well, I heard there was some major flooding, and I also remember you said you were from Texas, so I would hope to see anything bad happen to you. I would hate to see anything bad happen to you. I think I said that right. I'm not sure. All right. So let's pick a room. When you enter this room, gain 2 steps. It also has a second entrance. We can go that way. We can do closet or a hallway. I think the hallway is like really valuable. So let's do the bedroom. We get a couple steps for entering the bedroom. What do we got here? The trunk is locked. Okay. What do you have to do in this game? Tell me a bit. Okay, so I'll show you. So if you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, you start in the entrance hall. Each day you start fresh, and you're given 50 steps. Every time you move to a different room, you lose 1 step. But every time you choose to leave the room, you have to choose one of 3 rooms to go to next. Each room can only be used once, so you can't get more than 1 bedroom or more than 1 hallway, for example. And you're trying to get to this last room, and you're trying to figure out the secret of the 46th room of the mansion. So if you count the number of squares, there's 45 squares, but there is a secret 46th room. And our uncle, our great uncle, left us this mansion, and he's like, you can keep the mansion only if you find the secret of that 46th room. And our great uncle passed away and gave us this mansion in his will. But he said, if you can't find the 46th room, then I'm taking it back, or it's going back to collections. So it's like a mystery, but it's also a changing map every time. So it's a bit of a roguelike mystery. You create the map as you move. But I don't even think you can solve it on the first day. I'm on day 1 right now. Yeah, definitely play this game. It's really cool. I've played it before, but I started fresh because I wanted to give it a good, give it a fresh start. So I don't know who this is. It could be our mom. I love mystery games. Mysteries are my favorite. I think this is our mom. I think the important thing here is that necklace. She's got a moon necklace. Whoops. That was my cat. Rosie, what are you doing? She knocked over a little flower pot. Luckily it was empty. All right, greetings from Reddington. This is the town nearby, I think. It's a very strange kind of, I don't know, statue? So there is a, let's check this, there's a tree. There's a locked trunk here. There's a paperclip on the wall. Okay. You're upset with me? I think I did, didn't I? Sorry. It must be a hidden request. Let me look at it right now. Friends. Pending. Oh yes, hi. I see it here. Sorry. I see it. I just saw it. It was hidden. I just accepted it right now. Apologies. Okay, next room. Let's go to the parlor. I think the parlor is going to be good. Because we want to see if we can use up this bottom right corner of the map fully. Got to be efficient in our placement. I'm going to check out that desk. Just want to walk around the room first. Oh, this is the 3 boxes puzzle. Yes, I did accept it now. Sorry about the delay. Okay, so, dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather peculiar, or rather singular, parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. So we don't know who M. Lowry is. M. Lowry. Okay, there will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. The only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Okay, and then we pick up this key. The wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Okay, let's check out this box. All 3 boxes contain gems. All right, we know that that's a lie. We know that that's a lie, straight up, because only one has gems. The other 2 boxes contain gems. Okay, so that could be a lie and it could be the truth, but we know that only one box has gems, so we know that that's a lie. And this box contains gems, so that's the truth. Did I play The Sims ever? I haven't. I played SimCity, but I haven't played The Sims. So we get a couple gems here. Hooray! Our first success. All right, let's go this way. Okay, I think we should do the storeroom. I think we should do the storeroom. We won't be able to... Oh, we can do the nook. We can do the nook. Let's do the nook, because that'll get us a key, and then we can use the key on the trunk in the bedroom. So we'll go to the nook. I have watched people play The Sims. There's a streamer that I really like called Justin Vision, and he makes really cool stuff in The Sims, and he starts out as like Peter Parker. He makes a character like Peter Parker, and he makes these great videos. Okay, we've got a key. Is there anything special about this nook? There's no notes or anything. Nothing on the wall. Okay, there's a car. Oh, here we go. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. Way ahead of you. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Okay. His name is Just in Vision. So it's Just and then the letter N and then the word vision, Just in Vision. He does like long plays, so they're kind of relaxing. He doesn't edit them all together, which I like. I like to throw them on and just relax while listening to his voice. He has a great voice. Okay, I'm gonna do the lavatory. No, let's do the closet. The closet would be the smartest choice. We get 2 items from the closet. I sent you stuffs on Discord. Check it out and let me know on Discord. Sure, I will. Yeah, just after the stream, I will do that for sure. Okay, so we get another key. That's good. What else do we get? Oh, a sleep mask. A black silk sleep mask. The first time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, you gain 5 steps. That's incredible. That's incredible. There's also a number 10 on this dog tag, or maybe it's a room key or something. And there's a caribou or an elk there. Okay. I'm just making little notes about things that I see in these rooms. 10 on dog tag. Just in case, because you never know what's going to be important. Okay, so we have used up kind of a lot of steps here to get to a dead end, but that's okay. Because now we get an extra 7 steps by coming back into the bedroom. Now we can unlock this using our trunk key. It only takes 45 minutes. Well, I forgot because I didn't see your invite. But I will check it out after the stream. A lockpick kit will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Amazing. Okay. I think that the sleeping mask only works the first time. Yeah. The first time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, you gain 5 steps. Okay. So that's not bad. We've kind of, we took a long route, but we kind of got all of our steps back. So that's worthwhile. What do we want to do here? Well, we don't want the pantry. We could do the guest bedroom. The best bedroom. We could do the guest bedroom, but I think I will wait on that one. Maybe the spare room. I don't want to give ourselves like a dead end. So let's do the spare room. But instead of going that way, let's go this way. Just in case we get like a bad room. We've got the den over here. The lavatory and the hallway. I want to use up the lavatory at some point so that we stop seeing it in the future. Let's go with the den. Let's go with the den. Okay, I'll send you a message right after the stream, man. Don't worry. I won't forget this time. I promise. I have ADHD, so sometimes I forget things. Okay, so this is a working clock. It says like 11:20. There's a crowbar. That's a very weird picture to have up in your den. Praying hands, that's a pretty normal thing. 11:20. 5. Oh, no, they work at the same pace. Okay. There's a whole bunch of clocks here. They're all synced up to 11:20. I wonder if 11:20 is important. There's also a crowbar. The crowbar is weird. I don't know. I'm gonna write that there's a crowbar on the wall. Okay, let's try to find another dead end. So let's go this way. The storeroom, perfect. We've got another dead end there. Oh, or we could use the kitchen. It has a requirement of 1 gem. I think we should go to the boudoir. I kind of want to use up the dead ends though, because if we use the dead ends up early, then we won't end up hitting a dead end later on. Okay, so we'll use the storeroom. We get a coin. There's our first coin, a key, and a gem. What is that supposed to be? Maybe sand dunes? Yeah, I think that looks like sand dunes. It's just sideways. There's a giant chess piece. Lots of chairs. What is that? Like creme brulee, but upside down? Okay, fair enough. I just don't want to miss any, like, possible hints. It's an interesting model here as well. I don't think there's anything worthwhile there. All right, let's go up here from the den. Ooh, the chapel. Okay, so every time you enter the chapel, you lose 1 coin. I think we still want to make the chapel. Sucks that we lose a coin, but I still think we want the chapel here. Okay, so there's some really interesting stuff on the walls in the chapel from what I remember. So number 5 is like the cleaning angel. Just gonna make some notes here. So the cleaning angel is number 5. Then that looks like a baker angel. The baker is number 2. Farmer is number 3. I'm being like overly noteworthy because I really I don't want to miss any clues. That's the horse riding, so we'll do like the riding. Angel will be number 6. It looks like there is maybe one behind there. That's like a chimney sweep. A chimney sweep is number 4. And then, oh. Well, there's one with a pitchfork, and then there's one with a hoe. So we'll just put a gardener for this one. And that's number 1. So there is not, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is one for every number. Okay. And yes, the chapel is not the room that you want to walk through very often, but that's okay. Ooh, commissary. That's a good one, but having it on the opposite side of a chapel is kind of a bummer. Let's do the guest bedroom. Let's do the guest bedroom. Because I don't want to have to walk through here all the time. We get a whole bunch of steps for entering a bedroom for the first time, so. Oh, that's an interesting picture. It's literally the room we just entered. Has the E on it. It's a map of our current position. That's super, super weird. Guest bedroom. A map on the wall. We'll have to check another guest bedroom on a different day. It's an anchor. Here we've got a gem. What does this say? Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Is that KL? KL. KL. And then Lord Evanson is mentioned. And the clue here is that the darts is a mathematical puzzle. So you gotta know math. But I already knew that part. Okay, we'll walk back through our current map here. We have more steps than we started with, and we've used up 3 dead ends. So I think we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Here we are in this spare room. Is there anything happening, anything interesting in this spare room? I don't think so. Okay, so we definitely don't want the nursery or the lavatory, so we have to go with the hallway. Okay, the hallway. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Now, I'm pretty sure the red notes, doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. But this is a red note, and I believe that the red notes are all lies. That's just from what I remember. It might be remembering the opposite, though. Okay, so let's try to go this way. Oh man, 2 more dead ends, eh? The game really wants to give me this lavatory and walk-in closet. Let's go with the pantry. Let's go with the pantry. Let's not lock ourselves in quite yet. I want to use up as much of the floor as I can. Bridget, or Brigitte. Although if you look at her name, it says Bridge, TTE. Bridge, TTE. Bridge TTE. That's an interesting way to write it down. Please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread should be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay, so it says 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges. Adds up to 50 steps. It should cover expenses, but please bring up... okay. So we get 4, and then we get a banana. Banana is 3 steps. That means that of the apples and oranges, they add together to make 35. I'm not sure if that's necessary, but to know, but make a note of it. What else is on the walls here? Fondue and a tie. Okay. Let's go this way. We've got a commissary now. See, I don't want to use a lavatory. Like, I don't want to use a dead end like this, but I keep seeing the lavatory, so let's just get rid of it. Let's just get it out of the pool. The room pool. It's a bad room to get, but... HSS. That's his initials. Is there anything... I don't think there's anything interesting in the lavatory. It's like a dead room, so you don't want to get it. But we kept seeing it, so might as well get rid of it. Get it out of the options. Here we go. Now we get the drawing room, the utility closet, and the corridor. Let's do the drawing room, I guess. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Okay. We're not doing the utility closet, so it's like one or the... It's corridor or drawing room. Let's do drawing room. This was the pantry. Just making my notes more complete. We actually want to see locked doors because we have lockpicks. So, the drawing room. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Okay. And then there's so many things. Horses. People with umbrellas. This is Herbert. Hey dog, what up? That looks uncomfortable. Might want to switch legs. Okay. The clocks still say 11:20. They're very slow clocks. Okay, so there's only one way out of here, so... But we have options to redraw. Ooh, awesome. So, we're not using the bunk room. We could use the billiard room or the kitchen. I think we want to use the kitchen to be more efficient. I'm just kind of worried about what comes after the kitchen. Let's try to redraw. Yeah, the dining room. A meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Okay, I'm only on rank 4. That's like the depth into the mansion. So, but yeah, I want the dining room because it gives us 2 options. So let's do the dining room. But we'll just have to remember to come back for dinner if we can. We still have plenty of steps, so we're doing good. Is there anything interesting in the dining room? It's a match. It's another chess piece, another pawn. Okay. Nothing particularly unique. Just weirdness. Let's go this way. Ooh, getting a boudoir would be nice here. Because that gives us 15 extra steps. No, that gives us 5 extra steps. And it takes us the exact direction we want to go. Let's go that way. The boudoir. There is a secret safe in this room. Behind that chair. What is this? Oh yeah, it shows the safe in this photo. Is there anything else here in this photo? I don't think so. Just that there's a safe, I think, is the clue. There's a ballerina. Some shoes. I've never opened this safe. Cinca Company. I don't even know how many numbers it needs. So, and we don't have any codes yet. So, yeah, we'll just have to leave that one. There's a safe. But yeah, we don't even know how long the code is supposed to be. Is there anything on the back of this mirror, maybe? No. The grandfather clock. Wait a second. It's a clock. It says 2:30 and then a lock. Is that the code? 2:30? No. What about 11:20? Let's clear and then 2:30. What if it's 24-hour clock? 14:30. Nope. And then let's try 11:20. No. Okay. But there is a clock that's set to 2:30 here. And then there's a lock on the wall. Maybe it's a code for another room. So 2:30, maybe 14:30 is a code? Maybe. I don't know. I'm reaching, but it may be useful to us. Ooh, okay. The maid's chamber is perfect. Less likely to find items lying around the house. That's kind of bad. We could use a dead end again. The maid's chamber is like, it's a not so good room. Could also use utility closet. Utility closet is really important. But it's more important once you find a couple other rooms. So let's take the mage chamber. We'll be a little bit less lucky with our items, but let's use up the maid's chamber. Plus it gets us some more steps. Is there anything fancy here? Okay. So there's the staff of the mansion, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 staff members. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is there anything else in this photo? I don't think so. Okay, yeah, that's the cleaning angel. And it says Mila. So that's number 5. Mila. Interesting. Let me just get rid of the bot that just showed up there. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Okay, so Mila, that's got to be a clue for something. That's why I wrote down all those different angels. Because I remembered they were referenced in other places as well. Oh, there's a note here. Staff notice. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. Do we think that Friday, November 6th is relevant? Mrs. Babbage. It's possible. And there's a duster there. Mrs. Babbage may be the one that's sitting down, maybe? I'm not sure. Judging by that, none of them are wearing outfits that look quite like that. It's also a vacuum, a hat. Okay. I think we have scoured this room. Let's go to the next one. Okay. We've got some good ones. We've got the corridor, the wine cellar, and the courtyard. The courtyard is interesting. The corridor is probably the best one to use, but I think the courtyard only appears when you're on the right-hand side. So maybe we should use the courtyard. Or maybe we'll use the corridor and then the courtyard. Let's use the corridor. Oh, it's the sand dunes again. This time they're the right side up. A giant ampersand. Okay. There's a statue outside. I think this is the first time we've had windows to the outside. No notes or anything. Nope. Okay. Ooh. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. The rumpus room and the bunk room. Well, we don't want to do the bunk room because that's a dead end. Although we could do the bunk room on purpose. But I don't really want to. So it's between Secret Passage and Rumpus Room. I think we do Rumpus Room because Secret Passage is more useful than this. Okay, Rumpus Room. Alzara. Just gonna make some notes about Rumpus Room. Okay, Alzara. We can use our coins at Alzara. Okay. Let's keep looking, and then we'll probably try that out and see what happens. Ooh, there's a bishop. Okay. We've been seeing pawns around, but there's a bishop. A giant bishop. Checkers, backgammon. Ooh, look at all these coins. A lot of music. Hey, that's the same dog tag with the 10 on it. That was from the closet, I think. Supply closet. Not sure if it's relevant now. Here we go, Alzara. Insert a coin. What's he doing?
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Holy, that was good clues. So a boy on a white shore searching for something he was told he won't find. A black cat with a red flag that's not moving. A door with a rogue moon that has no key. Across the waters or something? Okay, so that means that the 46th room is not connected to the mansion. I didn't notice this fish before. That was so ominous. Thank you, Alzara. Thank you, bud. Dang. If that doesn't get you, like, sucked into this game, I don't know what will. That was awesome. Okay. East Wing Hall. Observatory. So we get 1 star each time you've drafted observatory. I don't remember what the stars do. I think we'll do East Wing Hall because it's always going to be on this wall. Hey, that rhymed. So we might as well use it since we're over here. No notes or anything. Okay. Let's see. This is rank 6, right? So we need to make it to rank 8 because we will find food in the dining room when we make it to rank 8. Let's try this way. Ooh, the dark room. Okay. So the dark room's important, but now we have a reason to get the utility closet. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. Whether items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. Ooh, that's so powerful. My goodness. I think we'll go conference room. That's insane. Yeah, let's go conference room. So we're going to get so much food right now, right? No? I thought we were going to get all those bananas and apples and oranges. Oh, there's a red note there. Safe code is 9083. Keep in mind this is a red note. So I think red notes are all lies. I'm already on my second page of notes. Conference room. Safe code 9083, but it's red. Okay. Is there anything else written down there? Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Take all conference notes, place them in the office safe. Okay, so the safe code is for the office safe, not for the boudoir safe. Good to know. Good to know. I'm already learning new things that I didn't learn like the first time I played. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. I think I have that maid room, which says Less likely to find items laying around your house. Okay, so it doesn't stop things from spreading. It's just there's going to be less items. Okay, this is super interesting. Are there any other notes written down here? This chair is pulled out, but maybe it's just to read those two notes as well. What's that? That one pane of glass is missing. That one we've seen before. Okay, I think this is rank 7, yeah, so let's go to rank 8. This door is locked. Use the lockpick kit. Oh, I can't pick this door's lock. All right, use the key. Ugh. Gymnasium. Whenever you enter gymnasium, you lose 2 steps. Okay, so we don't want that one right now. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. And that's a dead end room, though. Or the kitchen. I think we'll just do the kitchen, right? We don't want a dead end yet. We don't want a gymnasium. Ever, but I don't want it right now, for sure. Let's do the kitchen. And that's the sound for dinner, so now when we go back to the dinner room, we can find a bunch of food. The dining room, not the dinner room. Isn't this supposed to be at, like, both at the same when you start it? I don't know. There's a dog or a cat. Yeah, the map, it tells me where I am. T. Oh, it says T this time. Before it said E. Let me write that down. So the kitchen has a map as well, but it says T. And the guest bedroom had a map on the wall and it said E. Okay. Interesting. I wonder what those letters mean. Oven mitts. Yeah, see how this scale is pointing up? But this scale is pointing right. Which makes me think of 3 o'clock. I don't know. The kitchen. All right, so you can buy a banana for 2 coins to get 3 steps. A club sandwich is 15 steps, bacon and eggs, 10 steps, and add morning room to today's draft pool. Ooh, I think we definitely want that. Add another room to the pool. Glazed salmon. Charbroiled Cajun spice salmon, lemon butter sauce, served over spinach leaf. Delicious. 20 steps plus 10 steps if you have an aquarium in your house. The main course is served only in the dining room. Okay. So I want to try to get there after I have an aquarium. So go to the clue is go to the dining room after aquarium. Some of the rooms only show up if you have another room. So I'm going to get this one to add the morning room to the pool. Let's do that. Let's get the bacon and eggs. Oh, this is exciting. I don't think I've ever been to a morning room. All right, let's go this way. Another door locked. Can't pick this door's lock. Alright, we'll use our last key. The billiard room, the wine cellar, and the nursery. Well, I think we want the billiard room. I think we want the billiard room. Gotta try to get to that last room. Although I know it's not gonna open the door or anything. The billiard room has a math puzzle, but I also want to check here. So we've got 5, 8, 3, 13, 15. What number is that pink one with the stripe? I can't see it. It's like 10 or 12? 12, maybe? Maybe 13? No, there's already a 13, so it must be the 12. The numbers are totally different from how they are in real life. Or maybe not totally different, but 13 is definitely different. Anything over here? We found 5 coins, which is pretty awesome. And now we've got the billiard. Okay, so it says plus minus times divide. Plus minus times divide. Okay, so I think we just do that, right? Yes. And then the first one, it's 1 plus 3 would be 4. And then 18 minus 10 is 8. 20 minus 2 is 18. Okay, now it's pink. So 5 times 2 is 10. Yep. So, and then I think it goes in order. So it'd be 12 minus 7 is 5 times 4 is 20. Yes, okay. Nice. We get another key. We used a key to get here, so... Oh wait, unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's try the lockpick kit. Alright, we'll do the special key. The pool. The pool adds the locker room, the sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. Also, gymnasium. This is a good spot for the gymnasium, I think, because it's kind of way out of the way. We won't be walking through it very often, so it's a good spot for the gymnasium. It's also a good spot for the dark room because we don't really care about what we're drafting. I think I'm gonna go with the gymnasium. Okay, so is there anything else in the billiard room? A crown and a crow. All right. We lose 2 steps for playing basketball. Simon, don't play basketball. Oh, what's that? Hoople? Hoople. I'll write that down. Hoople Sports. Okay. And this is the room that we have to get into, but we need to find the lever that opens that. All right, let's open this one. Door is locked. Oh, but we get the lockpick. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Or get the nursery. I'm definitely not using the music room because that's... A, it would use up all of our gems, and B, it's a waste of an extra, like, door. But it looks like the music room always has windows in it. Huh. So maybe the music room is always on this, like, in this configuration. Maybe it's a good spot to use the music room. The coat check. I don't think I want to check an item, but it'd be nice to get rid of a dead end. Let's get the nursery. Just get rid of another dead end. What do we have in the nursery? A big goose. Silly goose. A star pillow. There's stars everywhere. That's pretty cute. Okay. A dragon. Rawr. Another pawn. The nursery is really good to get early, but... Oh! This is the Red Prince. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. Marion Marigold. I think this is our mom's, like, pen name. Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had, the one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in this same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. That's so cute. I'm just looking at the photos now, or the pictures now. He did not like the canaries or crows. That's interesting. And Marion Marigold. I think that's our mom's pen name. Her name is Mary Matthew. That's what the will said. I think that's her pen name. Right now we have 3 names for our mom, so... Okay, let's head back. Don't play basketball. Darn it. We played basketball. Okay, back to the kitchen. Should we buy more food? I don't think so. I think we're okay. Actually, you know what? Let's buy some more food. Actually, I'm kind of worried if we get the commissary. Yeah, I want to get the commissary, so... Alright, let's try this way. The door is locked. Lockpick? Heck yeah! Okay, so combine inventory to create new items. That's exciting. The walk-in closet. It requires a gem, so I don't really want to use that. Then you've got the utility closet. We want this one if we find the dark room again. Let's go with the workshop. I don't know what's in the workshop. Okay. The true box does not always contain the prize. Yeah, we know that. The true box does not always contain the prize. I feel like this is like, this is the really obvious clue. Is that a lathe? It is, it's a lathe. Why is there a light pointing at nothing? Ooh, we've got a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Yo, that's what's up. Oh, and there's an L there. Stone carved in an L. L carved in stone. And then we've got this musical thing. Number 8. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. I'm just going to write this whole thing out. Number 8. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought. Do spell our secrets. Carved from thought. A message read is often lost. Among the bold words Spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Okay, so from what I'm seeing here, the note is not important. It's the letter that's important, the letter L. And letters carved in stone spell secrets. The word message is bold, which is weird. And it has a number 8 on it, which also I don't understand. Okay, workshop. Combine inventory to craft new items. What are we doing? Oh, we don't have anything that can combine. Okay. All right. Nothing we can combine. What do we got there? A fan and some dessert. Maybe a flan. A flan and a fan. And there's an L right here. Whoa. Is that a coincidence? A flan and a fan. Oh, I can't pick this lock. Okay. All right. Wait, what's this? It's a wheel. Can I pick this up? It looks like it's a wheel for, or a cog for the big clock. I guess there's a bunch of big cogs here. Cogsley's cogs and Spacely's sprockets. Shoutouts to the Jetsons. Okay, so we found a dead end without realizing it was a dead end. This is why I don't like placing dead ends on purpose. Can you please open? Yes, okay. Oh no, there are more dead ends? This room counts as 2 bedrooms. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Man. I don't think we're gonna make it to the other side of the house. Not with this luck. Let's use the code check. Let's just get it out of the pool. Do I want to put anything in the code check? I don't know. Zero 007 008 code check. Check item. What are the ones I'm like most scared of not having next time? I think the sleeping mask has done great work. I don't think we'll need the sleeping mask anymore. We are going to run out of rooms eventually. Let's check the sleeping mask. You can only check one at a time. Okay. All right, so we'll get the sleeping mask next time. Okay, we gotta walk our way all the way back to the dining room. How many more rooms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 rooms. We've added 1 room to the pool, I believe. I just want to try the code on this safe, but I don't think it's going to work. 9083. Enter. No. Okay. Yeah, it's for the office safe. Here's our salmon. Lemon glazed salmon. Plus an additional 10 if you have an aquarium in your house. I don't have an aquarium yet. Let's draft our next room just in case it's an aquarium. No. That's it. That's it. We're done. We have 2 locked doors and we can't open either of them. Dang it. Might as well eat our salmon. The store's lock still seems too difficult to pick. Okay, well, I'm glad I did the code check. There's nothing else I can do today. Unfortunately. Okay. I think we're done. We can call it a day, I suppose. Did we open up that? I don't remember. I think we opened the trunk up in the bedroom at the very start. Yeah, we did. Okay. Okay, I guess we're done for the day. Oh, actually, we have some coins. You can throw a coin in the fountain. I did remember that. I don't know if it does anything, but you can do it. Okay. Call it a day. Or let's check out all these rooms. So... we made it to the antechamber, but we didn't make it to... We'll call it a day. Tomorrow you will awake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory will have been reset. Yep. Okay. Not bad, not bad for first day. Mount Holly, an east-facing bed and breakfast. East wing favored, 5 bedrooms, bacon and eggs. Nice. Okay. Save and continue. Let's give it another go. Actually, before we give it another go, I'm just gonna go get some water and take a quick break. Now that we're like gonna be revisiting rooms, we'll go through them a little faster. But I'll be right back. Just gonna grab some water, do some stretching. Oh man. I love this game so much. I've never played another game like quite like it. It's pretty incredible. I love mysteries and like puzzles and stuff. It's my jam for sure. And we haven't really solved any of the mysteries yet. I have in my last playthrough, but in that one we got to day 9. But then I stepped away from the game for a while, so I wanted to start over from scratch. Okay, the time is different now. 8:30. Is this the same as it was before? Yeah. Okay, let's start off going this way. Bedroom first is like really good. But I think we'll go to the den first to keep our options open. Oh, all of the clocks have changed. So it's 8:45. Let's see if anything's different here. Now every time like I see a swan or a crow, I'm like, Ooh, we've got a trunk. This wasn't in the den last time. Good to know. Keep going this way. Okay, we could go to the nook, or we could go to the storeroom. We could go to the closet. I think let's do the closet. Let's do the closet. See what items we can get here. Ooh, we've got... This is the redraw, right? A single ivory die. While drafting, you may use the die to draw new floor plans. Okay. Oh, and this. What's this? An electronic key card. Opens electronically powered security doors. I don't think I've seen any of those yet. But it says Mount Holly 57188. Interesting. The key card says 57188. It's nice to get items early because they give you a big advantage. Ooh, the chapel. Chapel's not a big deal right now because we don't have any money. So I say, let's do the chapel. I do want to double check. So yeah, so the one with the broom is number 5. That's Mila. Okay, let's go to the west side. West side. Let's do the pantry. Yeah, let's do the pantry. Most efficient use of our space. Got an orange. Oranges are 5 steps. This says the same thing. Gives us 4 things, but it also still says bridge TTE. Like it spells Bridget with some capitals. That's gotta be important. The word bridge is important. We could do a dead end. Whenever you draft a bedroom, get 5 steps. Do a storeroom. Let's do the nursery. Let's do the nursery. It's good to get the nursery early. Is anything unique about the nursery? We've got a key, and then the Red Prince book. There's a crow. Interesting. I thought the Red Prince didn't like crows. Or geese. No, the Red Prince didn't like swans. I think there you can pick up like pepper and salt, but not yet, I guess. We lose a coin for going in the chapel. That's okay. The commissary? No. Let's do the spare room. Or should we do the utility closet? Because we have a lot of options in terms of direction, we could do the utility closet now. I like that. Let's do the utility closet now. Okay, so what does it say? Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Okay. So keycard entry system, we definitely want that on because we have a keycard. So we'll turn that on. The vac indicators, I don't know the clue for these, so that's not gonna work. The dark room, we want to turn it on. There's also the cabinet. Cabinet has a power in the utility thing, but it's crossed out. So the vac indicators is a clue, but we don't know the solution to this. It like turns a bunch of things on. But yeah, I don't remember that. The gymnasium, the dark room, the garage, we want to turn the power on in the garage. And we want the power on in the dark room. If I turn this off and then on again, maybe, because normally when you go into the dark room, the power goes off. So I'm thinking if I just flip it right now, maybe it'll work. But there is this cabinet power. It's all crossed out. Okay. I don't want to keep walking through the chapel, so putting dead ends on the other side of the chapel could be helpful to us. We've got a key now, so let's open this. Give me something good. Lockpicks. All right. The lockpicks failed us last time, but that's okay. We did get through a couple of doors with them. Let's go this way. Ooh, a courtyard. We haven't been to a courtyard yet. Oh, we don't have any gems, though. Darn it. Should we get the hallway? Let's get the hallway. Yes, doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. So I think we kind of want to head to the west wing, but it's a red note, so that's why I'm like, maybe not. I think the red notes are all lies. I think so. Should we go to the Nook or should we go to the parlor? Let's go to the parlor because I think this can get us some gems. And I'd like to get some gems. The wind-up key. The blue box is empty. The blue box is true. This is the blue box. Well, we know that it's true. So this is telling the truth. We know that this one is true. And we know this one is a lie. Because the other two are true. So that means that it has to be in the blue box. Heck yeah. Okay, so let's keep on trucking. The lavatory. We could use the lavatory right now. Just get it out of there. I think we'll do that. I think we'll do that. Just get rid of it. Maybe I shouldn't even walk in here, but waste the steps. Just want to double check and make sure everything's working. Check the toilet. Check the toilet seat. Trash can. Okay. Ooh, the security room. That's perfect because... Wait. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not good timing for the security room. Yeah, let's get the security room. View inventory of all items currently in the house. Cutscene for the security room. Having the security room plus the utility closet is good, though. It's us, Simon. There's a vault. This shows you a bunch of rooms that I haven't been in yet. That's the supply room. That's the archive. I haven't been in there yet. Music room, maybe? That's me. Okay. Super cool. Okay, so staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As for your attendance, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Okay, so the terminal password is crossed out, though. But we know that there are computers in the laboratory. As well as the security room. And then the terminal password is crossed out. But it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's like 9 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 letters. It definitely starts with S. And it also looks like it's an ING at the end. It's hard to tell what anything else is, though. There's an A. It looks like there's an A. And an E. Somewhere in the middle there. Could be EECING or no, ESC. Yeah, I think ESCING. Like ESSCING. So it's like S something. And then maybe AESCING. It's hard to tell what those like first couple of letters are. Maybe it's SI. It doesn't look like an N because I'm looking at the N. Although it could be an N. It doesn't look the same. It could be an N. Okay, we'll leave it for now. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, and access levers are no longer required to gain entry. Okay. I'm just writing it down in my notes. But then it says here, keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay, so locks are more north and keycards north. And then there was a note that said the West Wing is locked more often, but it was red. So key card. More north. Locks more north. And this is blue. Okay. That coffee looks like pencils. Pencils, scrubbings, sketchings. Okay, so. Oh, look at this. A-cam 56. B-cam 12. A-cam tape 56. B-cam tape 12. All right. A-cam tape 56. B-cam tape 12. Just writing it down. Oh, and there's a knight. A giant chess piece up there. A knight. C-cam 23. And then B-cam 45, maybe? All right, so it looks like there's a vault there. Oh, that's the terminal. Okay. I don't know what this room is. There's our nursery, archives, parlor, I think. Don't know what that room is. The office, closet, spare room, supply closet, hallway, another parlor. Oh, what do those say? C-cam 23 and C-cam, I can't tell what it says. C-cam 23 and C-cam either 12? Yeah, C-cam 12. Why is there 2 copies of C-cam 23 though? What's this say? Blue memos are true, red memos are lies. Okay. Wait, it says something underneath. Unless written by hand. Oh. Okay, so blue memos are true. Red memos are lies, unless written by hand. Super interesting. I didn't notice that unless written by hand last time. Okay, so what are these? These are both typed out. So that's a lie. This is true. Just going through my notes a little bit. Okay, let's try this. Why is this thing blue? Let's try this terminal. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. View estate inventory. The following items is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. Okay. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be opened by the electronic keycard. The keycard system is operational. Set security level. I think we want to set the security level high. Security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see 1 to 2 security doors with a low setting, 5 to 6 with a high setting. We want a high setting because we have the keycard. Change offline mode. This mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if power is lost.